Yeah, this makes total sense. Clean room, where there's nothing happening. Giant pile of mess, where I record. Hello folks, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie Canada. I do all types of things vintage, sewing, thrifting, and all with shenanigans and sarcasm. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, making sure you turn on the bell for post notifications, so that you don't miss a stitch. Yes, I'm aware that was a terrible pun. Go with me, that's what I do here. In today's video, we are going to be discussing exactly how you use the Vintage Pattern Wiki. Now, I have already covered on my channel what the Vintage Wiki is not. So today we're going to discuss exactly how to use it, giving you a step-by-step so that if you have vintage sewing patterns that you would like to list to the wiki, fandom, whatever they call it, you can. Sometimes it is a little tricky, but I'm going to walk you through step-by-step so that hopefully we can all be happier in pattern knowledge. So let's grab our coffees. Yes, I'm already there. I can't wait for Halloween. I'm over this whole summer thing already. And let's get started. But first I want to discuss the actual benefits to listing patterns on the Vintage Pattern Wiki, fandom, whatever. Number 1, the greater good. You're increasing the vast pattern knowledge of the planet. Good for you. Number 2, it will allow you to better define what era your patterns are from the longer you list them. Because occasionally you'll come across some that don't have an era on them, you'll post the pattern envelope cover, and the moderators who have a vast knowledge will give you an approximate era, and that will help you and everyone else to eventually learn what eras these patterns come from, since we don't have a time machine. Number 3, free marketing. Let me say it again, free marketing for your pattern and the platform that you are listing on. For me personally, it's my website, and you can never go wrong with free marketing. So first up, we're going to cover some things that will just make life a little easier for everybody. Number 1, do you have an actual account on the Vintage Pattern Wiki fandom, whatever they call it? You'll want to go to the main page and look in the upper right-hand corner for a little person inside of a circle. Hover over that person and a drop-down box will come down, allowing you to either sign in if you have an existing account or register an account so that it's easier for you to list patterns. It will make life inevitably easier for you, because you won't have to go through the multiple CAPTCHA to confirm that you're a real human every single time you go to list a new pattern. The next important bit of information is that all patterns on the site must be 25 years or older, which means, as it currently stands in the disaster that is 2020, it must be from 1995 or earlier. The next thing you want to check is you want to use the search bar up at the very top, and you want to type in what pattern you're looking for that you would like to add to the wiki. If it comes up as there are already multiple options, make sure that you're clicking through each of those options to make sure that yours isn't already listed. Because if it's already listed, they don't want duplicates on there. And so it's also a lot easier for you as the pattern vendor or blog writer, or just want to show off your pretty picture of your finished garment, because then you just go into the edit section instead of having to make an entirely new page. Now, once you make sure that your pattern definitely isn't on there, there is normally one of two screens that I get, and so I'm going to actually walk you through both of them, because one of them is much easier, much simpler, and the other one's slightly annoying. But you can still get it done. Now, to begin, you want to make sure that you're either on the front page clicking the Create button, or if you're in your search bar, you scroll all the way to the top and there's a little button that says Add, ADD. Not the giant ads that are populated. Avoid those at all costs, because it'll get you because you think you're clicking the Add a Pattern button and then suddenly this gigantic ad expands in front of you. Not annoying at all. So once you click that button, you're going to be shown normally this page, which is going to be your standard create page. Now, the most important thing that I find when adding these is that you want to make sure you have a really clear photo of your item. I prefer to scan all of my pictures at 360 dpi as a JPEG when I scan it into my computer. That gives me a nice crystal clear image without creating a gigantic file. Now, once I have gone in to create my file, I'm going to click on the button that says Add a Photo. That's going to populate an upload box that says Choose File. I'm going to go ahead and click on that and select the photo that I would like to import into the wiki. Now once I've selected my file, I'm going to click the upload button, and then it will allow me to adjust the size, whether it's a thumbnail or full size, and whether I want left justification or right. You always want to pick left justified, thumbnail, and then somewhere between 280 and 300 pixels, and the moderators will probably still change it. Don't worry, don't take it personally. It happens to me every time I do it. Now once your photo is imported, you want to scroll down and delete anything in the links to blog posts or reviews if that's not the part you're doing. And I'm going to jump to sources, which is where I'm normally editing. And what you do here is you want to make sure that you have already created your link on whatever page you're on, whether it's Etsy, your own website, or wherever you sell from. Except Facebook, I don't think they actually let you link Facebooks because it doesn't link correctly. I could be wrong. If I am, let me know down in the comments. Now once I have my bullet point typed in, I always prefer to type in www.backroomfinds.com. That's just my personal preference. And then I'm making sure that I'm clicking the entire link of the item that I'm selling, not just sending people to my homepage. Because if you send them to your homepage, they really are just looking for that pattern and they don't want to do a lot of hunting. Now once I have my link, I'm going to go back to the Vintage Pattern Wiki and highlight the bullet point that I just typed in. Once I have that highlighted, I'm clicking the hyperlink button, which will take me to a new pop-up that will allow me to paste my link into the target page or URL box. Once I've done that, I want to confirm that it is changed from to a wiki page to the external page button before pushing OK. Occasionally, if there are multiples of them, I might put uncut factory folded or the bust size if I think that that's really a selling point. So a lot of the times what I'll do is anything above a bust 38, I will call out on the Vintage Pattern Wiki so that when people are looking for a certain size, if they see it next to it, they can go ahead and click on the link and know that what I'm taking them to is a bust 38, a bust 42, etc. At this point, if you had any other photos of the item that you have personally made up, you would go to the gallery section and click modify to add that. I've never been terribly successful at it as the moderators always have to go back in behind me, but I know it is possible. And then when you're done with that, you click publish. Now the other way is pretty much the exact same thing, except it's going to give you originally a completely blank screen, which for me, I never put anything into. What I'm going to do is when that blank screen comes up after you hit add a page, I'm going to click cancel. It will have already made your page with the number that you assigned it. And what you can do from there is it will have little blanks for insert a photo, the blog, and your sources. And then you just click into the photo because that's the easiest way to enter in. Now once you've added your photo safely into the document, you want to upload just like you did before, choosing all the same presets as the last time. Once that's all said and done, it will take you back to the main page, where you'll have to then click the edit button next to the sources and vendors if you want to continue updating. And then from there, you edit it the exact same way as you did in the first time. The main difference is that at the very end, there will be a different pop-up box. It will ask you if you want to follow this page. I always click yes because these are going to my business email, so I'm not super worried, and I do like to check and make sure that my links are still working, or if I've done something incorrect, I can go back and fix it, or I can see the exact modification that the moderators of the site have made to it so that I can adjust it for the future. I would say at the very beginning, make sure you're following at least 5 to 10 pages that you've made so you can see what the adjustments that have been made are. I just follow every page because I'm anal retentive. And just like that, you've created a page on the Vintage Pattern Wiki. Now folks, while a lot of this did come from my very own brain and years of use, I did also reference a few threads loose blog by Mrs. Depew, just to make sure that I had all my T's crossed and I's dotted. Now I will make sure to link her blog post down below for you. It is from 2016, but it still has lots of fabulous and pertinent information. And if that's a better way for you to digest information, I just wanted to give you all the options. I hope y'all enjoyed this video today and that you found it helpful. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to click that like button. Making sure to subscribe so you can see fellow tips and tricks and all types of vintage shenanigans. And turn on the bell for post notification so that YouTube might, maybe, let you know that I've posted something. All 7.6% of you. Thanks so much for watching, folks. See y'all next time. Since that actually does something now. That's a weird way to say that. I don't remember how I said it the first time. So that you don't Mitch. Bell plus stitch and Mitch. I don't know what happened. Now once you make sure that your pattern don't show your bra off to the camera. What an idea. Edit, add, and something. No, I don't remember what the thing is. It will say, do you want to receive? It will say whatever fill in the blank is here. I don't remember. Now I will make sure to link her. Yeah, this makes total sense. Clean room where there's nothing happening. Giant pile of mess where I record. This is my life, kids. This is my life.